なっちゃん、Thank you very much. アイクくん、こんばんは。こんばんは。最近、EN の配信や、切り抜きを見始めました。アイクくんの英語は聞き取りやすくて助かります。声も歌声も最高です。大好き、スーパーラブ中。ありがとうございます。Thank you. I'm glad to hear that. A lot of people have been really getting into watching EN for listening practice, like 聞き取り練習 as of lately. And I think that's really great. I know that Nagao Senpai has been doing streams where he's practicing shadowing with various EN members. And I think that's really, really cool. I know that he has been using Selene and Alban. I think he might have used somebody else, but I'm not entirely sure. I improved a lot watching you. That makes me so happy. Yeah, I've been watching some of Nagao Senpai's studying stream. It's super, super exciting, and he's improving so freaking fast. I'm so impressed and proud of him. Because English is difficult. English is very, very hard. What's shadowing? Shadowing is when you're listening to somebody speaking a language that you're aiming to learn, and you're mimicking them in real time. So you would listen to me, maybe read along with the closed captions, and just repeat right after me as soon as I say something. That way you'll learn how sort of sentences flow, the kind of intonations and pitch that people use when they're speaking. You'll get better at pronunciation, and you'll also get your mouth muscles used to forming certain words when speaking a certain language, because I sort of switch my muscle memory whenever I switch languages, because if I actually try to speak Swedish with the muscle language, listen to me, the muscle memory that I have for English, the pronunciation is going to be entirely off and everything is going to sound weird. Sometimes the muscle memory gets a little bit mixed up, which is when my accent comes out a little bit, or I mispronounce things, or maybe I accidentally say a word in a language. I borrow a word in the middle. Sometimes when I'm speaking Swedish, I actually incorporate English words sometimes because I simply cannot think of the Swedish equivalent for it. But whenever I do that, I usually pronounce the word in a lot more of a Swedish way than I actually do in English. I don't really know why I do that. It's just switching to an English accent mid-Swedish sentence sounds wrong to me. Oh yes, the multilingual struggles. Yeah, it is multilingual struggles. I also think that it's really funny that Nagao Senpai considers Vox to be the final boss of EN when it comes to listening because he speaks very fast. アルバンと長尾先輩は、努力家だよね。ですよね。Alban is also a really hard worker. He's been practicing his butt off with Japanese. He's making a really rapid progress. How can one overcome the accent problem while pronouncing English? Shadowing is a good idea to do just that. It's also very beneficial to study oral posture. There's several videos about that on how tongue placements differs from language to language. For example, in Japanese, whenever we're doing R sounds, the tongue is sort of like pressed up against the back of your teeth. You don't, and you sort of flick it down when saying things like da-dee-doo-de-do, da-dee-doo-de-do, like that. Whereas in English, like, the R is more liquefied, where it's sort of like an You sort of fold your tongue up against the roof of your mouth when doing an R. So I can't really do that sound if I just do the regular sort of tongue flick in Japanese, like odd. I can't do it. I gotta fold it up towards the roof of my mouth, like like that. That's how you do an English R. Or at least, not really an English R, I shouldn't say, at least like a somewhat North American R. Japanese R almost sounds like a D sound. Yeah, sometimes it does. R の発音は難しい. Yeah, the R pronunciation is really, really difficult. How did you learn Japanese, Like? Is it hard to learn for the first time? Yeah, it's like any other language. It's difficult in the beginning. And I learned by immersion. I just surrounded myself with things that I like in Japanese. I can't do the English R either. Yeah, it is a little bit difficult. That's why the English pronunciation might be easier for some people. Because their R's are very different. I don't even know what happened there. Their R's are very different than the North American ones. Like, it's not four, it's four. Or, for example, or. They say or. Kanji is scary? Yeah, kanji is very scary.